girls, and welcome to the Corny Queen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a DIY crochet wig. To begin, you're going to need a mannequin head. You're also going to need a wig cap and a crochet needle. Those are very important. And you're also going to need just a couple of perm rods, and by a couple I mean a lot. I am totally just kidding, you do not need that many, but I have 4 different perm rods in my possession, and they change depending on the size of the barrel and also the length of the perm rod. The size of the barrel, which I'm showing you right now, pretty much just tells you how loose or how tight the curl is going to be, and the length is just depending on how long your hair is. So pretty much the bigger the barrel, the looser the curl, the smaller the barrel, the tighter the curl. So for the front part, I'm going to use the smaller 2, and for the back, I'm going to use the bigger 2. The hair I'm using is by Bobbi Brown. It's the Jamaican braid in the color 1B, and it's pretty much just Marley hair, but when I tell you this is the best Marley hair I have ever seen, I am not lying. Like, the pack already comes in 2 separate bundles, which is already like way easier, and as you see, I separated it, and can you see how they already come in individual locks? Like, how much easier can it get? So this is one of the locks that was taken out of the pack. Isn't it just beautiful? And usually people cut it, but that is not what we're gonna do today. What we're just gonna start off with is just separating the hair. Make sure you don't lose the middle part because you're gonna need it. So what I'm doing to the middle is just twisting it. This is one of the ways that you're going to curl your perm rod, and I'm gonna show you 3 separate ways. So the first way is to, as I just showed you, just twist the hair. Take the center and put the center onto the center of the perm rod, and then do a twist at the bottom. This is just gonna lock it and also give you that like nice loop, which will help you to not lose the center of your hair. And all I'm doing is just twisting it around the perm rod, and I'm going to show you in more detail later on how exactly I twist it. But after you get to the end, just go back and go in the opposite direction towards the center, and I'm just going to do the same thing that I did right there on the opposite side of the perm rod. And when you are all done with twisting the hair up, just take the cap and put it right at the top. And voila, one is done. Now you're going to take another little lock and you're going to separate it again. I'm just separating it because I want the locks to be a lot fuller. And for this second way of doing it, all we're gonna do is take the end, put it near the top, and then wrap the hair around. It's pretty simple, nothing really fancy to it. And when you get to the end again, go back in the opposite direction. But this is the last and third way. What you're gonna do is do the same thing as you did in the first one, except do not twist the lock at the end, which is just a kind of safety precaution for people that have a hard time of twisting. But this is how I'm just showing you how I twist. So like right now, I'm doing like a screwdriver motion. You're gonna want to take your whole hand around, and also at the same time you're screwdrivering it. It's very hard to explain, but like when you get it, it's just like natural. Just watch. And another way that you can do it is instead use a perm rod to wrap it around instead of using your hand if it's that hard. And I'm gonna do some magic, guys. Wow, look how many I did. And you're gonna want to take all of that, don't forget one, and put it in a container. And do you guys hear that? Oh, it's the sound of hot water boiling, because that is your next step. You're gonna need to boil some water so that you can take it and pour it right on your curls. So make sure you keep it in there for about 15 to 30 seconds. I actually left mine in for longer sometimes, and it was fine. Also, you don't have to have as many perm rods as I did. If you only have one pack, it's fine. You're just gonna have to keep doing this process a lot. And it's time for you to whip out every natural's favorite and old t-shirt. This is the t-shirt that I use for my mud mask video. So if you want to see that, a link is right there. And put it right near your bowl so you can just pull out your curls. I recommend you don't do it with your hands like I did. When you're pulling it out of the hot water, it burns a lot. So please maybe just drain out the water and then pour the stuff on top of it. But you're going to want to lay each perm rod flat and then just wrap that hair inside your t-shirt, and then just make sure it's dry. Maybe leave it for a minute or two so that it's dry, and then unwrap it so that you can take down these curls. Now the takedown process is probably the most important part of the curl. You're going to want to take it down as slowly and as carefully as possible. Like, it is so important, especially if you're somebody that wants to keep the hair from getting like frizzy, and you're gonna want to keep it like, you know, tamed. Then maybe you even want to get some mousse and lay it on there after you're done. But me personally, I like my curls getting like, you know, frizzy. It makes it more realistic, because my hair on natural is just very frizzy and very hard to tame. But oh my god, do you see how bouncy that curl is? Oh my god, it's so cute. I'm literally having like a cute meltdown right now. I love these curls so much. Now this is where I really effed up, because as you can see, I didn't buy the right hairnet. So the hairnet is supposed to come with like an elastic band around the front so that it would keep it secure on your head, but I accidentally just bought the net. So because of that, I had to go get a headband and measure it to my head and then sew the headband onto the net. It was a very long and tedious process, so I recommend not going through it and buying the right one. And as you can see, I did a pretty good job, but please do not make that mistake. Buy the right one. I'm holding it down with a couple of pins, and now I'm about to show you the process of how I do my crocheting. Great, the best part, the crocheting part. So the first thing you have to do is open up your crochet needle, then push it through the net, put on your hair onto the crochet needle, and then close the latch and then pull the hair through. Then open the needle and then open the hole, pull that hair through, then take the 2 strands and just pull it to tighten it. And if you want to secure it, then just tie it again like I'm doing and then pull it tighter, and then that's it. Now here's a close-up just so you can see in detail. So you want to go through about like 4 to 6 little holes through. Make sure that latch is open, then close it after you put the hair through. Pull that hair through. Now you see the hole? You're just going to want to open that up a little bit wider, put your 2 fingers through, and then take that hair and pull it through the hole. Then you take the 2 strands and then just pull it tight. And if you want to secure that, then you can just go again, take the 2 strands and just tie it again. One last time, you're just going to want to open your crochet needle, put it through about 4 to 6 holes in the net, put your hair on it, close the latch, pull the needle through with the hair on it, and then you're pretty much done. This is me halfway through, and then voila, this is it fully done. Now in the beginning, as you saw, I didn't cut it. That's because I wanted it long, because I'm not sure if I want the hair short or long. And you know, I can always cut it later. I also made bangs just if I wanted it. So as you can see, I twisted up my whole head. I left out the front so I can lay those edges if I wanted to leave some leave out. Also, I could take out that braid in the front if I wanted to. And I braided up and I twisted up the whole back. I don't know why I kept saying braided. Anyway, I'm putting on the wig and I pinned in the front just because I wanted to make sure that the front part was secure. And you know, I'm just making sure everything is on properly. As you can see, it is not up to style. It needs a really good cut. So I'm just trying to decide if I wanted to put a side part and, you know, seeing kind of which way I want to go with the wig and how I want to cut it and what I really want to do. And I think I decided that I'm going to have a side part and I'm going to cut it to about shoulder length. And yeah, it seems about right. It's cutting time. All I have to say about cutting, it's pretty easy, you know, just cut off less than you think, because you know that have curly hair, you know shrinkage is real. So when you pull on that hair, it might seem like you're only cutting a little bit, but you're actually cutting a lot. Also, make sure you cut always in slants. Never cut straight across, always cut slanted, and that's how you will get the best look. As you can see, I tapered one side and now I'm just trying to taper the other, and here it is all done. Oh my god, I love it so much. This is perfect for like protective styles in the winter. If you really don't feel like doing your hair all the time, you just want to put it up and have a quick wig. This is the best way to do it, and it's just really easy and simple, guys. You see, I'm feeling myself too much. Oh my gosh. I love it. Guys, please thumbs up this video. Like, this took me a long time. Also, please like and subscribe. All my social media is linked down below, and I'll see you next week, my little cornballs. Bye.